उल्लंघ्य सिंधोः सलिलं सलीलं यशोकवह्निं जनकात्मजायाः आदाय तेनैव ददाह लंकां नमामि तं प्राञ्चलिराञ्जनेयम्। सुंदरे सुंदरो रामः, सुंदरे सुंदरी कथा, सुंदरे सुंदरी सीता, सुंदरे सुंदरं वनम्, सुंदरे सुंदरी काव्यं, सुंदरे सुंदरः कपिः। Sundarakanda, as we all know, is all about Sundaram. Everything about it is Sundara. This current segment that we are going to relish from the Sundarakanda is about Bhuvana Sundara. Sri Rama is Bhuvana Sundara. Sundare Sundaro Rama. Rama is beauty personified. And we are going to relish the conversation between Hanuman and Sita Mata, where Hanuman takes the opportunity to relish Bhagavan's Divya Mangala Rupa. Vimala Kamala Netram Vishpura Nilagatram Tapanakula Pavitram Dhanavadvantamitram Bhuvana Shubhacharitram Bhumiputri Kalatram Dasharatha Varaputram Naumi Ramakhyanitram. Rama's Divya Mangala Rupa is so very magnetic, so very attractive. It is purifying in nature. When Rama's Nama and Rupa come together, what else can one ask for? And this is exactly Mother Sita was waiting for, to relish that combination, that divine combination of the glories of his Nama and the glories of his Rupa. Hanuman was waiting for the opportune moment to approach Mother Sita. Before approaching her in person, we saw how he decided first to start singing Rama's glories. Perched on the branch of the Sinshupa tree, after all the Rakshasis settled down, listening to Trijata's dream, Hanuman started to sing Rama's glories in order to arrest Mother Sita's attention. He got her attention and then he decided this is the right time to approach her. Hanuman jumps from the tree and then approaches Mother Sita. Aham Ramasya Sandeshat Devi Duta Tava Agataha Vaidehi Kushali Ramaha Tvam Cha Kaushalam Abravit. Aham Ramasya Sandeshat. Very interestingly, Hanuman introduces himself to Mother Sita. He says, upon the directions of Rama, he says, Devi, Dutaha Tava Agataha, he says. He does not introduce himself as Rama's Duta. He says, upon Rama's directions, I am here. I am your Duta, he says. What a beautiful way of introducing. He has already concluded that. Now he is going to take back message from Sita to Rama. Now he is no longer Ramaduta, he is Sita's Duta. He says, Ramasya Sandeshat Devi Dutaha Tava Agataha Vaidehi Kushali Ramaha Tvam Cha Kushalam Abravit. Rama sent his inquiries. He wanted to know your welfare. And therefore, here I am. based on his directions in front of you. And he says, Yo Brahmamastram Vedanam cha Veda Vidambaraha Satvam Dasharati Ramaha Devi Kaushalam Abravit. That Rama, that Dasharati, son of Dasharatha, who has mastery over Brahmastra, who has mastery over the Vedas and the Vedangas. He is the one who sent me. He is the one who sent me to inquire, to convey his inquiries to you. And on top of that, Lakshmanacha Mahateja Bhartrute Anuchara Priyaha Kritavan Shoka Sampantaha Shirasate Abhivadanam. That Lakshmana, brother of Rama, he also conveyed his prostrations to you, He Mata. The one who is also equally struck with grief like Rama. Kritavan Shoka Sampantaha Shirasate Abhivadanam. He conveyed his prostrations to me, He Mata. Then Mother Sita looked at Hanuman. Kalyani Batagata Iyam Lokiki Pratibhati Me Yehi Jivantam Anando Naram Varsha Shatham Api, she said. She looked at Hanuman. It looked like some unknown experience. She's been experiencing something very unknown, very pleasant, which she had not experienced for a long time. Hanuman's presence brings that kind of joy to Sita. And she says, Hanuman, she looked at Hanuman and says, there is an adage that even if happiness comes to someone after 100 long years, it is most welcome. Now, I am welcoming this experience similarly, she says. After having undergone pain for such a long time, Hanuman's presence, it seems, has brought a lot of relief to Mother Sita. Now, as she says this, Hanuman begins to approach. But then again, we see here that Sita is also going through a mixture of emotions looking at Hanuman. This is not the form she imagined. When she started listening to Rama's glories, she did not imagine that to be sung by a Vanara. A Vanara, not the usual size that you would expect, is standing right in front of her, seems to be very pleasing in the way he sung Rama's glories, but at the same time, the form is not something she has ever imagined. And therefore, Sita is also a little circumspect here, not straight away accepting Hanuman, in a state of confusion, because it was a few months back that she was deceived by looks. She knew that Ravana is capable of changing into any kind of form, and assuming the form of a mendicant, he abducted her, and therefore here Sita was not ready to accept this person completely, and therefore instead of approaching Hanuman, it seems Sita Mata just sat down without moving in a state of contemplation. Athava naita devam hi anmaya parishankitam manasohi mama pritirupanna tava darshanat. So, looking at Hanuman, manasohi mama pritirupanna tava darshanat. Definitely your presence has brought in some kind of joy. I can experience joy, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure whether I can trust you. And therefore, I'm in a confused state. Sita Mata talks to herself. Maybe my suspicion is not correct. On the one hand, I'm forced to be suspicious, but at the same time, unlike the time when Ravana is present, where she's only undergoing pain, now this situation is totally different. Somehow, the presence of this person in front is bringing a lot of joy to me. So therefore, after all, I shouldn't be suspecting. Yadi Ramasya Dutatvam Agato Bhadramastute Pruchhamitvam Harisreshta Priya Ramakatha Hime. So then, after going through a mixture of emotions, analyzing her own thoughts, putting her thoughts all together, conflicting thoughts. On one side, she was forced to suspect. On the other side, she was telling herself that this person seems to be a lot more reassuring, and therefore there should be no reason to suspect. And going through these thoughts, finally, Mother Sita looks at Hanuman and says, Yadi Ramasya Dutatvam, if you are Rama's Duta, Agato Bhadramastute, may you be blessed. May you be blessed that if you are Rama's Duta. Pruchhamitvam Harisreshta, a Harisreshta, a Vanara, Priya Rama Katha Hime. So I would like, no, and if you are the same person who briefly sang Rama's glories, Gunan Ramasya Khataya Priyasya Mama Vanara, Chittam Harasime Saumya, Nadi Kulam Yatharayaha. Nadi Kulam Yatharayaha. Just like how the waters of the river wears away the banks. Similarly, the more you sing, it will wear away all the grief in my mind. And on the one hand, it looks like a dream to me. I have been waiting for this very moment to know some information on the whereabouts of my Rama. Now that moment seems to have come, but somehow it looks like a dream. It just looks like a dream, and therefore I want to be very clear whether it is real or whether it is a dream. Hanuman understands Mother Sita's situation, and therefore he takes the step of trying to convince her and give her assurance. Therefore he says, and he knows what can reassure Mother Sita. Empty talk is not going to give her any assurance. Therefore, Hanuman knows what to do. And he begins to speak. Aditya iva tejasvi lokakanta shashiyatha raja sarvasya lokasya devo aishravano yatha vikramena upapannaihi cha yatha vishnu mahayasha. This again continues where he left off. So singing Rama's glories. Tejasvi Lokakantaha. This is that Rama who has sent me. When I said Rama gave me the directions, let me tell you which Rama. There is only one Rama who is Tejasvi Lokakantaha. Raja Sarvasya Lokasya. He is the king of all kings. Vikramena Upapannaha. He is the Vikrama. Satyavadi Madhuravad Devo Vachaspati Yatha. Rupavan Shubhat Sriman Kandarpa Iva Murtiman. He is that Rama who is Satyavadi. He is Madhuravad. He is Rupavan. He is Subhagaha. He is Sriman. So Hanuman knows how to give that assurance, that comfort to Sita. The more Sita soaks in Ramarasa, her confidence in Hanuman increases manifold. And Hanuman also indirectly sends her a message. He says, Sthanakroda prahartacha sreshto loke maharataha. Let me tell you that Rama, Sthanakroda praharta, Sthanak, who shows anger to proper persons. He also shows anger. And therefore he says, message to Sita is, therefore you also should show anger only to proper persons, Mata. Showing anger to Ravana is very much justified, but do not show the same anger to me, Hey Mata. I am your Duta. I am after all here to serve you. So therefore, show compassion to me, Hey Mata. Bahuchachayam avashtabdho yasya loko mahatmanaha. Under the shadow of his powerful arms, the whole world rests. I am his servant. I am here representing Hey Mata. And therefore, let me tell you, soon Ravana is going to face his wrath. Sthana Krodha Praharta. He is Satyavadi, he is Madhuravak, he is Rupavan, he is Subhagaha, he is Shriman, but when situation demands, he can also demonstrate his wrath against people who are at the path of adharma. Soon, Ravana is going to face his wrath. Let me assure you, the days of Ravana are now can be numbered. Now, therefore, Nachirad Drakshasye, Nachirad, very, very soon, Nachirad Drakshasye, Ramam Lakshmanamcha Maharatham Madhye Panarakotinam Sugrivam cha Amita Ojasa. Let me assure you, Hemata, it's just matter of time. Within few days, you're going to see Rama accompanied by Lakshmana coming right here, along with crores of Vanaras. Vanara Sainya led by Sugriva. And sooner or later, they are going to destroy all the wicked Rakshasas here. Let me assure you that. Naham asmi tata devi yatamam avagachyasi. Naham asmi. Please, I know what you're thinking in your mind. Looking at me, you possibly are suspecting that this is Ravana in disguise. Let there be no suspicion in your mind, Mother Sita. Naham asmi tata devi yatamam avagachyasi. Vishankat tyajatam. Vishankat tyajatam. Please discard all suspicions. There should not be an iota of doubt in your mind, hey mother. Yesha shraddhas tvavadato mama. Have faith. Have faith in me. If not, have faith in Rama, because I am representing Rama here, and Hanuman thus gives that strength, that assurance to Mother Sita. Now, having listened patiently to what Hanuman has to say, so Sita, a very sweet voice, responds to Hanuman. Very gently, she turns around and looks at Hanuman and says, Vate Ramena Samsargaha. If you seem to be knowing a lot about Rama, Vate Ramena Samsarga, where did you meet Rama? Katham Janasi Lakshmanam, Anaranam Naranam Cha Katamasit Samagamam. Where did you meet Rama? Where did you meet Lakshmana? What do you know about them? Where all of a sudden you see you're talking about thousands and thousands of Vanaras coming along with Rama and Lakshmana. Who are these Vanaras? Where did they meet Rama and Lakshmana? Yani Ramasya Lingani Lakshmananasya cha Vanara Thani Bhuya Samas Chakshvat Namam Shoka Sama Visheshataha. Yani Ramasya Lingani Lakshmanasya cha Vanara. I would like to know the characteristics. I would like to know the details. Here, Sita, in a way, is testing Hanuman. Is it only hearsay, based on hearsay, that he is singing his glories? Does he know more? And therefore, Yani Ramasya Lingani, I want to know Rama's characteristics. How does he look? His beautiful form. I want to know how much you know about Rama, how much you know about Lakshmana. Tani Bhuya Samachakshva Namam Shoka Samavishesha. I want, by also, when you talk more about the glories and the characteristics of Rama, that is the only way my grief can be dispelled. Kidrisham tasya samsthanam rupam ramasya kidrisham katham uru katham bahu lakshmanasya cha shamsame. I want to know how much you know about Rama and Lakshmana, hey Hanuman. I want to know, I want you to describe Rama to me. I want you to describe in all detail possible Rama's form, his Saundarya, his Rupa. No, you have been glorifying his gunas. Now I also want to know how much you know about his Rupa. No, it's very interesting here. One may think Sita is suspecting Hanuman and therefore she's testing. But in reality, Sita is not just testing Hanuman here. No, she has already listened to Hanuman singing Rama's glories. The first time she heard Hanuman narrate Ramakatha, She couldn't see him. Now she wants more of Ramakatha, and she also wants to see the speaker as he speaks as well. So that's the reason why she's requesting Hanuman to narrate Ramakatha, narrate in greater detail, and she also wants to have the experience of seeing the narrator and listening to the narrator. And therefore, Hanuman is being given an opportunity here. What more can Hanuman ask for? Now, even if somebody doesn't ask, Hanuman is always singing Rama's glories. Now, there is an ask, a command from none other than Mother Sita. Immediately, Hanuman is thrilled. Jananti badadishyamam vaidehi paripruchasi bhartru kamalapatrakshi samkhyanam lakshmanasya cha yani ramasya chihnani lakshmanasyani cha yani vai lakshitani vishalakshi varatashunutani me. Hanuman immediately grabs that opportunity. This is an opportunity that he cannot miss. Opportunity of singing Rama's glories and describing Rama's Divya Mangala Rupa. So he immediately, Hanuman says, what an opportunity, mother, you have given me. You have given me, he says, Jananti bata dishyamam, I am very fortunate. This is the greatest fortune that I have ever received. And that fortune is being bestowed to me by none other than you, Hey Vaidehi. Jananti bata dishyamam Vaidehi paripruchasi bhartru kamalapatrakshi samkhyanam lakshmanasya. Yani Ramasya chihnani. You wanted to know Rama's details of his, all the characteristics of his form. It is a great pleasure for me to share with you whatever I know. Lakshitani vishalakshi vadata shunutani me. Definitely, as you command, as you have asked, let me start explaining. Hey Visalakshi, he says. He says, hey Visalakshi, and immediately looking at Sita's eyes, Sita, he calls Sita Vishalakshi, and looks at Sita's eyes, and immediately he starts Ramaha Kamalapatrakshaha Sarvabhuta Manohara. Hey Vishalakshi, your Rama is Kamalapatrakshaha, he says. No, very interestingly here, he is looking at one who has Mother Sita with broad, beautiful eyes, Vishalakshi, and he says Ramaha Kamalapatrakshaha. No, earlier also Sita was referred to by Valmiki right at the beginning of Ramayana. Sahapatnya Visalakshi, he says. It seems when Rama, when he did Aradhana to his Kuladhana, Ranganatha, he always did Aradhana together with Mother Sita. And Valmiki there refers to Sita as Vishalakshi. Why Sita is referred to as Vishalakshi? Vishalakshi, one who has extremely broad, wide eyes. So it seems when Rama was doing Aradhana to Ranganatha, the Archavatara Murti, is renowned for his broad, beautiful eyes, wide, beautiful eyes. Seems Mother Sita looked at the Archamurti of Ranganatha and was exclaiming how beautiful the eyes are, how broad, how wide, how divine. And at the same time, it seems she also looked at Rama, who was doing Archana to Ranganatha, and said, no, the most beautiful eyes belong to my Rama. How beautiful these eyes are. Ranganatha to Rama, Rama to Ranganatha, back and forth it seems she was trying to soak in the experience of the beautiful eyes, and in that process she became Vishalakshi. Her eyes were so wide and broad, she was able to soak in the beauty of Ranganatha's eyes and at the same time Rama's eyes as well. So Visalakshi here, hey Visalakshi, Mother Sita, let me tell you. And he begins describing the Divya Mangala Rupa of Rama by looking and describing Rama's beautiful eyes. Rama is Pundarikaksha, Ramaha Kamalapatrakshaha, Sarva Bhuta Manoharaha. He is the one who can effortlessly capture. He's like a magnet. Everyone else are pieces of iron. There is automatic attraction. Sarvabhuta manoharaha. Rupadakshinya sampannaha. Prasuto Janakatmaje. Hey Janakatmaje, Mother Sita, let me tell you one thing. If there is one thing which is striking, which can never be missed, that is Rama's beautiful lotus-like eyes. Kamalapatrakshaha. Tejasa Aditya Sankashaha. Kshamaya Prithvi Samaha. Brihaspati Samo Buddhya Yashasa Vasava Upamaha. Tejasa. In Tejas, there is no one that can equal him. He is very embodiment of resplendence, of glory. Kshama, like earth-like patience. Buddhya, there is no one. He is intelligence personified. And at the same time, Rakshita Jiva Lokasya Swajanasya cha Rakshitaha. Rakshita Swasya Vrittasya Dharmasya cha Param Tapaha. His mission is protecting Dharma, protecting people who walk on Dharma, and therefore he is Dharma, embodiment of Dharma. Ramaha Bhamini Lokasya Chaturvarnasya Rakshitaha. He is the one protector of order in society. And the society is classified into 4 varnas and Chaturvarnya. He is the one who protects the 4 varnas in operating efficiently, and therefore he is the protector of order in society. Maryadanam Chalokasya Karta Karayita Chata. He is Karta, is Karayita. He is a doer, and he ensures and he leads people to walk on the path. He talks and he walks on the path. He is someone who leads with example. And Archishman, Architaha, is worshipped. Why? He is Architaha because he is Archishman. Atyattam Brahmacharya Vratestitaha. He is Brahmacharya Vratestitaha. He is the one who has mastery over all his indriyas on his mind. Therefore, he is Brahmachari. Sadhunam Upakarajnaha Pracharajnacha Karmanam. He is loved by all the sadhus. Because why? He is always rushing to help them. Rajavidya Vinitacha Brahmananam Upasita Shutavan Shila Sampannaha Vinitacha Param Tapaha. Rajavidya Vinitacha. He knows the craft of running the state. Brahmananam Upasita. He is the one, therefore, he is worshipped by all those who have Brahmajnana. Shrutavan, he is Shrutavan. He possesses sacred knowledge. Shila Sampannaha, the man with the right conduct. When one possesses right knowledge, it always translates into right conduct. He is Shrutavan, Shila Sampannaha. At the same, because he possesses right knowledge, he is also Vinitaha. He is humble. He is humility personified. He is Parantapaha. He is also, his courage and valor are unmatched. And then he goes on. Yaju Veda Vinitacha Veda Vidbihi Supujitaha Tanu Vedacha Vedecha Vedangeshu Sanishtitaha. Yaju Veda, he is mastered Yajur Veda. Vinitacha Veda Vidbis Supujitaha. He Veda Vidbihi Spujitaha Dhanur Vedaha Veda Vedanga. He is a master in not only Vedas, in all the Vedangas, the 6 Angas of the Vedas, and he is therefore worshipped. And he also is a master of Dhanur Veda. And he goes, Vipulam Saha Mahabahu Kumbhagriva Shubhara. Now he goes on in detail explaining the beautiful form of Rama. He is enabling Mother Sita to get a complete, a visual, a graphic representation. He brings Rama right from wherever he is all the way into Ashoka Vatika. And Sita is enjoying this graphic description to the minutest detail possible by Hanuman. Vipulam Saha, Mahabahu, Vipulam Saha, broad shoulder, Mahabahu, one has long arms, Kumbhagriva, shell-like neck, Kumbhagrivaha, Shubhananaha, one who has beautiful countenance, always very pleasant to look at, magnetic, attractive. Gudajatruhu. Gudajatruhu is essentially hidden collarbones. Essentially meaning the collarbones are hidden, which means one is not skinny. If one is skinny, the collarbones are seen. But he is not skinny at all. He is not plump. He is not skinny. He has the right kind of, everything is the right proportion. Gudajatruhu sutam rakshaha Ramo Devi Janeshataha. Therefore, such a pleasing form Rama has. Dundubiswana Nirghoshaha. Drumbeat like, very thunderous voice, a commanding voice which can arrest anybody's attention. Snigdha shining, very, has beautiful shining complexion. Pratapavan, Samasama Vibhaktangaha. Samasama Vibhaktangaha. All angas are very symmetrical in nature. Varnam Shyama. Shyama Varna, dark skin, bluish dark, like the Megha Varna, bluish, dark blue, cloudish kind of Varna. Samashritaha. And then what we now see is Hanuman giving further graphic details of the Rama's Divyamangala Rupa. This is where we see Hanuman's knowledge in Samudrika Lakshana. Samudrika Shastra is the Shastra which covers in great detail how the various angas of the body should be. Just like how a sculptor ensures that every part of the sculpture is in proper shape, should be the way it should be in order for the whole form to be beautiful. Samudrika Lakshana gives graphic details of how every part, every anga of the body should be. Somebody rightly said, math is not only seen as beautiful, beauty is also mathematics. Beauty is also mathematical. Because when we look at everything in nature, everything that is beautiful in nature, underlying that is the beauty of mathematics. Because everything is designed in nature. Nothing is random. Nothing just manifests randomly. There is a designer who ensures that his design is beautiful. Therefore, every form in nature has a sense of beauty. And therefore, everything that is beautiful, there is underlying mathematics. And Hanuman uses mathematics now to go through the details of Divya Mangala Vigraha of Rama. Taking the Samudrika Shastra's help, he looks at the whole beautiful form of Rama, and then through numbers, he talks about the beauty of Rama's form. He says, Triras Trilambam cha Trisamaha Trishucha Unnataha Trisama Trishushu Snigdaha Gambiras Trishu Nityashaha Chatushkalaha Chatushlekaha Chatushkilkuhu Chatussamaha Chaturdasha Tamadvanda Chatusdashta Chatukatihi Dashapadmo Dashabruhat Tribihi Yapto Dvi Shuklavan Chat Unnato Navanatu Tribihi Yapnoti Agavaha. Several numbers he uses. A long list of numbers 3, 3, 3, 3, number 4, number 10, number 9, number 6. So when we see beauty, underlying that beauty, there are always numbers. And even those who are not mathematicians, non-mathematical, often end up appreciating beauty without realizing the underlying mathematics. Because when we talk of beauty, there are 3 elements: symmetry, proportion, harmony. Order is beauty. Therefore, symmetry, proportion, harmony. When any form that is beauty has to have these 3 elements: symmetry, proportion, and harmony. And that applies to any form which attracts us. And here, therefore, Rama's Divyamangala Rupa, the form, Hanuman, using Samudrika Lakshana, talks about the symmetrical nature of Rama's form. The proportion, the various proportional elements, every anga, how the proportions of every anga, as per the Shastra, the harmony, underlying harmony, the way the form is. And therefore he uses, taking some examples, the arms, the right length, uses a series of three right length, uniformity, right color. He talks of being soft, right sized. He goes in detail of every forms with numbers of 3. Then he takes numbers of 4. He takes then looking at 14 pairs of limbs. He says how symmetrical they are, unmatched symmetry that one can see. Samudrika Lakshana is commands perfection, demands perfection, and if at all we can see perfection walking on this earth in terms of perfection of beauty, that is Rama. And he says this Rama walks in 4 gaits, resembling the walk of a lion, of an elephant, of a bull, of a tiger, depending on the situation. He has 10 different angas are like 10 different lotus flowers lying. Such is the beauty of Rama, hey mother. If you take a leaf out of the Samudrika Lakshana and look at and compare, Rama's Divyamangala Rupa exceeds the stringent requirements which the Shastra of Samudrika Shastra lays down. Such is the beauty of Rama, he says. Satya Dharma Vara Shriman Sangraha Anugrahe Rataha Deshakala Vibhagajnaha Sarvaloka Priyam Valaha. Sarvaloka Priyam Valaha. Who is not attracted to him, mother? He's endeared himself to all. Because he is not only outwardly beautiful, he's Satya Dharma Vara. He is, more importantly, it is his inward beauty that manifests as his outward beauty. Now, after describing all the external features of his form, Hanuman concludes, he says, Satya Dharma Parashriman. It is truth and righteousness, his inner beauty that manifests gloriously as his outer beauty. And therefore, he is endearing, he is enchanting, he is electrifyingly enticing to everyone. Bhrata tasya daumatraha saumitri aparajitaha anuragena rupena gunaichaiva tathavidaha. Saumitri Lakshmana, you also asked to ask the Lakshanas of Lakshmana. Lakshmana is Rama-like. The one who is always serving him all the time. He is, in one sentence, he just says, you want to know how Lakshmana looks like? He is exactly a replica of Rama. He is Rama like him. Mother. Tavupo Narashadulau Tvadarshana Samupastitau Vichanmanau Mahim Krishnam Abhari Bharispagatau. Very sooner or later, soon they are going to be here. They are going to, that Rama and Lakshmana are on their way. They are going to come in contact. And let me tell you, and Hanuman quickly gives, and he, since Mother Sita asked about how the Vanaras came in contact with Rama and Lakshmana, he recounts all the events. Rama and Lakshmana meeting Hanuman, Hanuman introducing them to Sugriva, Sugriva and Rama's pact, and then Rama vanquishing Vali and giving kingdom back to Sugriva, Sugriva's promise of going in search of Mother Sita, the mobilization of all the Vanara Sainyas, and then Hanuman himself coming all the way, crossing over the ocean and searching all over Lanka, and eventually standing right in front of Mother. Sattva Manujashardhula Kshipram Prapsasi Ragavaha Samitra Bhandavam Hatva Ravanam Janakatvaje. Let me give you this assurance, hey mother. Let me make this promise on behalf of my Lord Rama. It is just a matter of time before which Ravana and all his supporters will be completely eliminated. The times of your ordeal are over, and soon you are going to be united with Rama, hey mother. This is my assurance, Hanuman says. Let us continue to contemplate on the Divyamangala Rupa of the Sundara, the Bhuvana Sundara, Bhagavan Sri Ramachandra. and we will see how Rama further strengthens his assurance that he has given to Sita in the next segment of Sundarakanda. Until then, Jai Shri Ram.